Hi everybody, it's Donna with Donna's Deals and DIYs, back with another Little God Time for Women devotional. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I noticed that I skipped 2 pages, so we're going to go back to one of those pages, which is page 51, and catch that up. Trust with all of your heart. Trust can be a hard word to put into action, mostly because our experience with others tells us that we can be sorely disappointed. People let us down in many ways. We can even be disappointed in ourselves. Remember the trust game that involved standing with eyes closed and falling back into the hands of a few peers in hopes that they would catch you? There was risk involved in that game, and it didn't always turn out well. Nothing can truly be guaranteed in life, can it? Well, it depends on where you place your trust. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. That's Proverbs 3:5-6 in the New King James Version. God watches over us, cares for us, and is involved in our lives. When we acknowledge that every good thing comes from him, our faith is strengthened, and we are able to trust him more. Make a point of noticing how God directs your paths today, and thank him for being trustworthy. That is so good. So very good. I know that when it was talking about people let you down, and you can also be disappointed with yourself, God just has me in this season where I need to remember my worth in him and remember how much he loves me. And I've talked about that on this devotional several times. And just want to let you know that I am in the season where I have got to not worry about what other people say or think, but to always go back to what does God think about me. And because God doesn't disappoint in what he thinks about me. That never changes. Even if I disappoint him and don't do something right, he still loves me unconditionally. And he's still proud to call me his daughter, and he still loves me very much. And so regardless of if I disappoint somebody else, or if somebody else is having a bad day, or if I don't meet the expectations of other people because their expectations are unrealistic, you have people who just love to be in control. They just love to boss people around. They just love to try to make sure that everybody's doing exactly what they think they need to be doing at all times, without ever even a thought of, hey, you know what? That person worked several hours late the other day and they didn't get paid for it. And so why don't you give them a break? Because they were here on their own time. Trying to get ready for, a Monday morning meeting. And so, that kind of stuff, you just, you're like, you get frustrated because you want to tell them, but then you're like, I don't even know if it would do any good to remind them of that. But, I need to go back to, hey, but God's not disappointed with me. God is proud of me. He knows that I worked hard and that I was working for him, because we need to work for him. And I've been told that for so many years, that to work as unto the Lord. Work as you work unto the Lord. Make sure that when you're working, remember that you're working for him. That's your ultimate employer. And so that is so hard to do sometimes when people aren't necessarily treating the way you think that they should be treating you. But, it's always better than the worst case scenario, especially with me. Last year was so much worse or earlier this year was so much worse than it is now, that I just need to remember that it's just easy cheesy compared to that. And remember how blessed that I truly am. So anyway, thank you for listening to my devotional. Don't forget to send me your email or request. And my email address is in that description box, along with today's song and the other prayer requests that people have asked me to pray for. So if you'll continue to pray for those, at plattwear@yahoo.com is my email address. If you need to know more about Jesus, please email me there too. And you can also comment below any prayer requests or praise reports that you have. I love hearing from you. Remember that I love you, God loves you, and God bless you. Bye-bye.